We live in a world that labels differences in cognition as disorders, packages pain as pathology, and turns emotional regulation into a privilege instead of a skill. But what if there's a better way to see ourselves, not as broken people to be fixed, but as systems to be understood? This metaphor exists to offer a new lens, one rooted not in shame, but in systems thinking. Because sometimes, all you need to understand your mind is to imagine yourself as a PC. When your computer starts lagging, you don't cry or call it names. You don't spiral into existential doubt because your motherboard doesn't support your new CPU. You run diagnostics. You open Task Manager. You troubleshoot, upgrade, adapt. Why can't we do the same with ourselves? As someone who's been diagnosed autistic, I've spent years watching the world slap the word disorder on things that are simply different ways of processing. My mind doesn't malfunction. It renders reality through a unique GPU. So I stopped looking at myself like a problem and started looking at myself like a system. This is that system. In this metaphor, life is the power supply. It powers every component: your logic, CPU, your emotions, GPU, your memory, storage, your perception, I/O, and your body, the case that holds it all. And just like a real system, your performance isn't based on perfection. It's based on alignment. Some of us were built with older motherboards. Some of us have incredible GPUs that run hot. Some of us have storage drives full of corrupted files. None of that means we're broken. It just means we need to learn how we're built and how to tune it all into balance. This isn't a spiritual theory. This isn't a clinical diagnosis. This is a relatable entry point into intelligence, how it feels, how it fails, and how it flourishes when the parts are working together. You don't need to be perfect to be aligned. You just need to be aware of your system and treat yourself with the same patience you'd give your gaming rig. Let's explore what it means to be human, one component at a time. Component 1, power supply, life itself. What powers a human system? Every system needs power. It doesn't matter how advanced your software is or how many top-tier components you've got. If there's no power supply, nothing runs. In this metaphor, life is your power supply. Not life as in having a job or keeping busy, but the actual vital force that animates your system. That breathes into it. That fuels it. That keeps the lights on. We don't question whether a PC has a power supply. It's obvious. But we rarely stop to ask, how's my own power flow doing? Just because your system is powered doesn't mean it's optimized. Your power supply determines how much energy you have access to, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and creatively. It affects how fast your thoughts can run, how well your feelings integrate, how much stress you can hold before crashing. If your power supply is strained, even the best system will stutter. And unlike with a machine, your human PSU isn't always obvious. It doesn't show you a wattage percentage in the corner of your vision. It speaks in fatigue, irritability, anxiety, and disconnection. So what does a low power supply look like? A waking up already tired, a brain fog, a mood swings, or emotional numbness. That I know what I should do, but I can't make myself do it feeling. A craving constant stimulation, distraction, or escape. Thinking your system is broken, when really, it's just undercharged. These aren't moral failures. They're not evidence of laziness or lack of willpower. They're signs that your power source is struggling to keep everything online, supporting your power supply. Unlike a PC, you don't just plug into a wall and wait. Your energy restoration comes from the habits, environments, and relationships you engage with daily. Some of the best human chargers. Sleep, your most powerful reset button. A nutrition, clean fuel equals clean flow. A movement pumps power into underused circuits. A nature, a literal signal boost. A stillness cooling system for the nervous system. A connection, regenerative energy through safe human interaction. If you've been running on low power for too long, these aren't luxuries, they're repairs. You wouldn't expect a graphics-intensive game to run well on a 200W supply. So why do we expect ourselves to function at full capacity when our own life force is depleted? We don't blame the PC when the screen flickers during a power surge. We don't shame the machine for needing a reboot. We look at the source. We stabilize it. We support the system. And we need to start doing the same for ourselves. Because intelligence, growth, and creativity don't rise from pressure. They rise from support, from steady voltage, from systems that are powered, rested, and ready. You're not broken. You're just unplugged. Let's fix that one component at a time.